Excellent. All right, well, welcome everyone. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, Simon, you work here. You must be used to the stairs by now. No. I'm with you. I 100% wish we had an elevator. You are not alone in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, the prisoners, they would stay on levels 2, 4, 6, and 8, and the guards would stay on levels 5 and 7. When the guards would stay here, they would stay here with their families, where they had all the amenities you could ask for. Heat, beds, accommodation, kitchen, everything. They mentioned the word heat. That's because the jail itself was never heated. There was never heat at any point in time when it was the jail. And to give you an idea of just how cold it was, I personally am from Ottawa, hence my goofy Canadian accent. So I can tell you right now with confidence that the first 3 words of every Canadian child are, fuck, it's cold. I'm sorry, I just swore. It's off to jail for me. Unfortunately, the prisoners would pass away from hypothermia, pneumonia, and frostbite quite regularly. I mentioned the word beds. That's because the jail never gave the prisoners beds until 1888. So for 26 years, there were no beds for anyone. And even when they reluctantly did bring in beds, not everybody got one. They were never cleaned in any shape or form, which is gross to think about. But the worst part of the jail was level 9. This was the hospital area. In the hospital area of the jail was just deplorable. It was never clean. There was no inoculation, no investment whatsoever. They treated the prisoners at literally arm's length and no closer than this. Often led to cruel, unnecessary amputations with no anesthesia.
Oh my gosh.
And it was so crowded and nasty run by the female guards who were called matrons. That it included the fact that in 1951, the city of Ottawa were building the Mackenzie King Bridge next door. And the city engineers were digging to install the foundation for the bridge next door. They dug up and found up to 150 bodies. All ages, missing limbs, and there was the mass graves of people who passed away in the brutal old jail. Now with that said, the number 1 complaint that prisoners had overall when they did stay here was that they couldn't play cards. I couldn't play poker. That was number 1 complaint overall. It leads to another weird British law. You can go to jail if you were found gambling in a library. People gambling in a library. Now about the jail itself structurally, these posts that you see right here at the edge of the stair are 100% original. These are put into place to make the jail feel very scary, very imposing. But if you look closely at them, they just look like giant stair nipples. Or game buzzers, you know. And when we shut down the jail and opened it as a hostel, we did make lots of changes to it. And that we added a big heavy door here on level 7, because the original doorway into the guards' quarters is the silhouette that you see in the brick in the wall right there. You can see the silhouette of a doorway inside the brick right there. So I just imagine if you draw a chalk outline around it and knock 3 times, you will see Beetlejuice. And these holes you see right here are absolutely original. The guards wear big black boots and the prisoners wear white shoes. So use the holes in the stairs to see who's coming up and down the stairs at all times. But most people just use them to see the holes in my shoes. And these are the original anti-suicide bars put into place after a guard was thrown from level 9 and plunged to a very bloody death at the bottom. And I said guard, not tour guide. But mostly what the housekeepers and I just use these for is to dry towels. Alright, well, now take your level 8. But what I'm going to ask you all to do is I'm going to ask you to stand on the right hand side here. It's just something I'd love to show you. So welcome. Alright.